You are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair on RLM Radio.
The girl of your dreams has got to be in some bar.
Sorry, boys and girls, but this is X-rated. So if you're under 18...
Get out, goddammit!
Get the point? Good.
And now?
Bend over.
Y'all ready for this?
Get it up. Get it up. I can't wait anymore.
I like to watch.
Whatever you desire. I know you'll like it.
We do it all night long.
And now, your host, Grammy.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Holy crap-a-noli, I got it loud tonight. Well, let me check and see what the heck I got things. Oh, yeah. I had it set just a little loud. Hey, y'all, how you doing? It is a Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday here in Grammyland. And oh my goodness, we got some thunder boomers building off to the west. So things could get quite interesting this evening. I'm hoping I don't have any kind of nastiness going on, but there is hail in that, so yeah. Hopefully it will either dissipate before it gets to me or go around or just give me rain. I'll take rain. Rain. Speaking of rain, we got a rain somewhere around here, loitering. Oh, yeah, you're listening here on reallibertymedia.com, channel 3, or on the rlmradio.xyz site, or the RLM TuneIn radio station, or the RLM internet radio station, or maybe even, possibly, kind of, sort of, almost the RLM Spreaker channel. Yeah, all over the place. So, it is a wacky Wednesday, and it has been a week already. Holy moly, I keep thinking one of these days is going to slow down, but we had a drain back up at work, and it leaked into the offices on the carpet. So the last couple of days I've been moving furniture and steam cleaning carpets. Hey, it all pays the same though. As the ex used to say, shoveling shit or shoveling sugar, it all pays the same. And yeah, Hey, Vinny, I see you over there on Twitter. I also see Barman and Freedom's Network. Thank you ever so much, you guys, for tweeting me out. I truly do appreciate it. I see that I have got, 359 stalkers. Hot diggity dog. I don't know what I'm going to do with all them damn stalkers following me. What is that? Dave Mustaine on the wall. If I were POTUS of the USA, I'd build a great wall along the Mexican border and not let anybody in. Really? Sweetheart, don't you realize that when you build a wall, it not only keeps people out, it also keeps people in? You ever stop to think that maybe, just maybe, that's the intent, is keeping people in and not out? Although I'd like to see them build a wall all the way up to the top of the sky, or keep us from swimming, because what's that joke, why Mexico doesn't have a summer Olympic team? Because anybody that can run, jump, or swim is already here. Yeah. Yeah, anybody that can run, jump, or swim will be gone. Okay, what's that? Oh, the official Antifa mascot is a weasel. Let's turn over the trash and get hit by a car. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's too funny. Too funny. Thank you ever so much. Wow. Then Armani did that. Alrighty. Thanks, hon. That's pretty cute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shut down Twitter just because it's a distraction, and I don't really need any more distractions than I've already got. Okay, over here on Facebook, the lovely Mary B is over here. Hey, B, how's it going? Hope you're having an absolutely splendiferous day down under. And in the corner pocket, it's still just me that's doing anything over there. But I missed the duck. Damn it. Over here on this effing site, let's see. I see Grimmy is over here. Thank you, Grim, for sharing that. I really do appreciate everything you do. You are the man. I also see Bobby Bain and the lovely Mary B over here. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Looks like Loki Luck was also sharing stuff as well as KD Troxel. So things are rockin'. Things are all live splatter. Sheriff sorry, all department post meme that promotes killing protesters. Ah. Nobody cares about your protest. Well, there are some that, yeah, I could really give two shits less about. Oh, that's funny, Grim. Thank you. Let's see. Dun, dun, da, da, dun, da, da. Do I have anywhere else I need to go? Because I have lots of links that I have cabbaged onto over here in Twitter. What's that? Vinny? You vinibration? I damn near did the .bef. Damn near. Although I did get a duck over here in the RLM. How the hell I pulled that one off, I don't know. But I did. Okay. So over here in the RLM, which is where you need to be if you want to give me static, by the way, I see Barman right up top, and Barman is, in my humble opinion, the most splendiferous bot in the whole wide world. Why? Because he's Barman. I mean, when you got bar and man, and just about anything looks good at closing time, hey, baby. Okay, I also see Grimner is here, and Grimmy is the RLM god, don't you know? And looky there, the lovely Kate is here as well. Hey there, Kate. How's things down in the great state of Texas? Soon, you're probably not going to... I might have to ask you about another state here eventually, I'm sure. I also see Asmo is here. Hey there, Asmo. Yes, Vinny, you just about got me. Almost. All the alt energy guys on today, I don't know. But you know what? I got to thinking about that on the way home because I was watching the thunderstorms off to the north and watching the cloud-to-ground lightning and thinking, okay, my radio waves that are coming through to my car are just traveling through the air. All they need is a transmitter on one end and for me to have a receiver tuned into it on the other end. And it just travels like magic through the air. So why the hell can't energy do the same thing? All right, you alt energy guys. I know it does, but we just need some receivers, don't you know? So if y'all would build receivers and then just put them out as open source, put it out there. Let everybody know, hey, this is what we did. We built receivers. And you know what else? Yeah, that means that you can pick this shit up. Hubba hubba, Barman. Hey, baby. But if you have receivers to pick up all that energy that's in the atmosphere that's around us everywhere, and, I think I could probably power, at least a town the size of where I live, just all by myself, just from... Yeah, well, we won't go into details, but it is the rocket chair, don't you know? I power my rocket chair. I must be able to power something. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm chitty-chatting instead of saying hey. I also see the lovely Beth Z is here. Hey there, Beth. How's things in your world? And looky there, BTC Bob. Hey, Bob. First of the Bob twins over here in the RLM. And Chalcedony is here. Hey, Chalcedony, got that going on. Chloe, double dipping a Chloe. Hey, Chloe, how's it going, girlfriend? I'm here, kind of, sort of, maybe. IB Don C is here, and you know what? Them puppies are just entirely too cute. Just too cute. I don't need another puppy, but I would hug them and love them and squeeze them, and I would call them George. And I won't spank them if they're bad. I just like puppies. I like kitties too, but Java Doctor 2 is in the house. Hey, Java, how you doing? And JJ's, that wild man from Scotland, is here. Hey there, hon. So, what you got underneath that kilt, huh? Hi, Juana Taco. How you doing, sweetie? Tacos do sound yum, but I have leftovers in the fridge. I actually have some leftover roasted beastie that I think I'm going to have to make some gravy and smashed taters. By the way, I do have fresh taters from my garden that I'm going to use for that. Hooty doo! I'm gonna be a full and happy camper when I get done. The lovely Rain is here. Yes, Rain, you could fall out here. I would let you. It is getting dark outside too. Not windy yet, but it is getting dark outside. I also see RLM Fluke, who is the Vanna White of the RLM Channer. Don't you know? And Rob Works, who fired up that bubbler. Thank you ever so much, sir. That is awfully kind to you and generous. Truly do appreciate it. Tip Bob, the other half of the Bob twins, is here. And looky there, trusts no one. Which, he trusts number one. Which, yeah, I trust number one too until I get to giggling. And then I do a number one in my pants. Okay, I haven't done that for a while. But Circles tells me that is something to achieve. Because if you're surrounded by people that make you so laugh so hard that you pee yourself, you are surrounded by good people. I still have bladder control for the most part. Venibration is here, eh, Vinny? How's things out there in Vegas? No, wait, don't tell me what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't want to know. Phantom 2 even. See, there's a new and improved Phantom. How to go figure on that one. It's pretty darn cool if you ask me. I also see Beetle. Hey, Beetle. Gary L shared a thing earlier today about the great big solar flare, and so I had to put it over here in the RLM. And man, when I watched that bad boy, it was like, holy macanoli. That's some serious hot air. Or gas. The sun has gas. Bye, Moy. I see you're leaving. I also see Dimma is in the house. Hey, Dimma, how's things in your world? And looky there, Flash Nasty is still logged in, but I'll bet Flash Nasty is napping. Frumpy's here. Guess what? I am frumpy too. I got my jammer pants on, and I let the girls free. It's all good in Grammy land. Gooberzilla is here. Goob, how you doing, hon? It's been 3 years and you're still looking for a shop to work on this battery idea. Oh. Yeah, that is kind of strange because there's probably, as soon as you talk to somebody about it, someone else probably talks to him about it too. And says, yeah, you don't want to go there. Him we can control. And you know how we control him? By controlling you. That's how they do that. I had a discussion with my Uncle Tommy earlier today. And he said something about centralized government was a good thing. And I looked at him and said, what? What? It was a long and drawn-out discussion, but actually what he meant was not necessarily the way I took it, or the way most would probably take it. But yeah, he doesn't like D.C. any more than the rest of us, but he's thinking centralized government as in centered around yourself. Hey, got that. Like that. Good idea. Wish I'd thought of that. Hi, Jehovah One. Please no smiting, okay? I heard the hail was like nickel size. We really don't need to get any bigger out here, okay? People are trying to harvest corn and trying to get their wheat in the ground, so please. Moosey! Hey, Moose, how you doing, woman? The mighty Moose has joined the chat. Okay. Kozu is over here. Hey, Kozu, how you doing, sweetheart? Still need to find my kazoo, but I will. I will. Trust me, I will. Yeah, that's how Jewish people say fuck you. Trust me. Oh, hey, damn. Unintentional F-bomb so early in the show. Holy smokes. Mary B is here. Yay, Mary B from the land down under. I hope your weather is absolutely awesome, lady. It's been a bit warmish out here. Upper 90s. Point of fact, That's a little unusual. I also see Nelson Dubois is here, as well as Poxified and Pon 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 Sauce. And sending a shout out to Sock Puppet. Dude, I hope everything is okay in your neck of the woods. I know y'all got pummeled, but I'm still sending positive vibes that direction. So, and I did notice she went to the east. Or not to the west. East. She went to the west. Yep. Wicked Witch of the West. That's what Irma became. I knew she was. I was watching them wind currents. Also, I shared a little earth thingy the other day. Where's that at? Did I put it in my pocket? I think I did. I think I did. There it is. And what I thought was really interesting, this is one that, wow, it's still there. Thank you, Frumpy, for messaging that to Beetle. I really do appreciate it. I didn't even think, of course, I didn't really have much time today. It was like quick, drop it in the chat and then answer phones, and it's been crazy. Okay, this is the original one that I saw, and Larry, oh gosh darn it, the frequencies and batteries and, yeah, Limitless Technology over on Facebook. I think that's what it is. This is what he shared the other day over there. And I thought, wow, that is Antarctica. And those swirlies are still kind of freaky deaky swirling. And it's, it's almost like but you can, you click on that globe and you drag. And you can change the orientation. And then you will be able to see the wind currents again. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool, and yet it's kind of on the freaky side. So, And that great big whoosh, which, wow, that almost looks like the poles have shifted. When you center it to where, you put, okay, I'll show you this one now, too, because I recentered it. But, the winds are all going along the equator from east to west, and it kind of sort of looks like pole shift. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about this kind of stuff, but I find it very fascinating. Okay, I'm going to put it over in the corner pocket too, just because. I see the lovely Moose Girl is over here, and what? And there, Fleet, dang it, you beat me to the duck over here in the corner pocket. Damn it. So Fleet is over here, and so is the lovely Moose Girl. Yay. Okay, now that I've shared that, I'm going to go ahead and close that tab. Now, I am going to get to some stuff that I saw on Twitter. Because Twitter just had a plethora of fun things today. A plethora. Yes, my dear. My daughter just shared, I saw the best thing ever today. What was it? And my sissy poo said what? Oh, mullets are coming back? OMG. I hope to God mullets are not coming back. Oh, Lord, that would not be... Whew, that would not be good. Mullets are not... No, whoever told you a mullet was a hip and happening fashion statement lied to you. Okay? Just putting that out there. Hey, Moosey! I'm so glad you heard your name. Okay. Where do I want to go? There are so many. Let's go to this one first. Simply because it's Florida. And, well, they've had their share of oopses down there of late. I also saw, earlier today, a link about the damage done at Disney World down there. And lots of trees down, some damage. It didn't have a whole hell of a lot of pictures, but wow. I wondered how bad it was going to get hit. In any case, this is from OKCFox.com. Police catch 2 men trying to steal a power pole in Jacksonville. So, were you thinking that that's portable power? You know, stealing that pole? Seriously, dude? Not exactly the sharpest tools in the shed, apparently. Authorities say that 2 men tried to steal a JEA pole in Jacksonville, Florida, on Wednesday morning. The sheriff's office posted a photo on social media showing 2 shirtless men in handcuffs with a pole resting on top of an SUV. JSO did not say how the pair got the pole or where it came from. But CBS 12 reached out to authorities for more details, and we will update you with more information once it becomes available. So now I am just anxiously awaiting. What the hell? That's just pretty much whack-a-doodle right there. I mean, what you gonna? It's a little bit too big for, you know, playing like Star Wars lightsaber shit. Don't you know? Dingle-fods. But hey. You know, if that's the way you roll, we'll just let you, yeah. Bobby, thank you, sweetie, for sharing that. I really do appreciate it, hon. You're so awesome. How are you doing down in the great state of Texas, sweetie? I'm sure you are busier than a cat covering up you-know-what in a multi-cat litter box. That's what I'm thinking. Bobby's does an awful lot of roofing and construction, and yeah. And Bo Diddy is still very busy down there helping people out, helping with the cleanup and repair, rebuild, all that fun stuff. Okay. Did I put that over here? Yeah, I'll put it over here. In the corner pocket. 8-ball in the corner pocket. Don't you know? So, also from the great state of Florida. I mean, you know, if I'm going to roll with it, I'm going to roll with it. This is from TBO.com. A local Indian mounds saved Tampa Bay from Irma's worst. Some say yes. Which I saw this over on... I do believe this was also on Fakey Book. I think David is the one that shared that, David Standing Oaks. The Tampa Bay area hasn't suffered a direct hit from a hurricane since 1929. So did American Indians who roamed the land centuries ago protect Pinellas with a blessing? Depends on who you ask. So, who knows? Rui Ferraz, who knows a thing or two about local history, says that when he's not teaching a Florida history class in St. Petersburg High, he works as executive director of the St. Petersburg Museum of History near the pier. The Tokobogans village capital was where Safety Harbor is today. But their mounds, both sacred and burial, are found from the Gandhi Bridge along the peninsula to the Gulf Coast. They either wanted to protect their lands or they wanted hurricanes to come here and punish us for Spaniards, who arrived here around the 16th century, according to Ferraz. He says it's less of a blessing or curse than it is about science behind hurricanes, but many still believe the blessing protects us. It's almost like when a myth becomes history, he says. As time goes on, it comes true. You know, it's just like repeat a lie often enough and eventually people will start believing it. Or maybe not necessarily, well, they'll start swallowing it first, and then it gets into their system, and then the belief starts. Okay, I needed a drink there real quick. So at the History Museum along the downtown waterfront, he spent the days before Irma's arrival covering Native American artifacts in plastic and moving items into the vault. He did everything he could to protect the artifacts before Irma came through, letting the Tampa Bay area off the hook by weakening to a storm with less than catastrophic winds. So was it Indians returning the favor? I don't think so. I wasn't a believer before, but I am now, says Feroz. Ah, really? Thank goodness for the toboggans is all I have to say. Well, you know, I really think that a lot of that stuff is placed because they understood ley lines and all kinds of other stuff. Magnetic zones, and they were more in touch with nature than we are. Let's put it that way. Lisa Sinatra, I don't think she's any relation to Nancy or Frankie. As assistant principal at the Dixie Hollins High School, helped out with the shelter at St. Petersburg High, also put her faith in the legend. A Pinellas resident of 45 years, she was waiting for Irma to make a turn like Hurricane Charlie did in 2004. Then early Monday morning, Irma suddenly downgraded to a Category 2, which reaffirmed her belief. So maybe, looks like there's quite a few people that think that, hey, that just happened to be quite an appropriate place. I'm going to go ahead and share this. And you know what? You don't have to believe in God to believe in how things work sometimes. You know? What's that, Grammy? Now I got to take a peek and see. Come on. Open sesame. People in the 60s. I better not say that or the government will wiretap my house. People today. Hey, wiretap, do you have a recipe for pancakes? That's honey wheat something. Could quite possibly be. Of course, you know, having all those lovely little electronics in the kitchen. Could be, Grammy. Could be. Pancakes! Pancakes isn't here. Where are you, Pancakes? When we need you. Okay, go ahead and share this one. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'll just do a for that one. Okay. Now, this was not in Florida. It was in Nevada. Vinny, I know this wasn't you because they said a Welsh forklift driver. Unless you just told them that you were a Welsh forklift driver just to kind of throw them off the scent. But we're going to... I'm just going to sit here and try and guesstimate on this one. This is from Rare.us. A Welsh forklift driver made history in August as the first man to swim across the Hoover Dam. Never mind, Vinny, it wasn't you. This was in August. Were you in Vegas in August? I don't think so. And he accomplished the feat on the tail end of a drinking spree. Aaron Hughes, 28, was in Las Vegas for a bachelor party when he and his friends ended up at the historic structure. We were all just standing there, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going for a swim. See, there's another F-bomb. It's going to be the night for him, apparently. I got to the bottom, and I thought, I can't make that. Luckily for Hughes, 9 of the 10 turbines in the dam were not running, and he wasn't sucked underwater. He explained that he'd been partying continuously for 37 hours and had already had a few drinks that day. It took the daredevil 30 minutes to swim to the other side, and he says he could feel the dam sucking him in. Even more absurd, he made the entire swim while wearing tennis shoes. When he got to the other end, police were waiting for him. Yup. Because, you can't be doing things with your own body. Even if you're inebriated, because, they've got to, for your own good. He says that they were like, nobody has ever done this before. And apparently he was fined $330 and released. So there you go. It was a cha-ching moment for the popo. The exact number of people who have died trying to accomplish this feat is unknown because, some of them probably did it on their own. And there's few of them that thought, no, I'm not telling, because if I do, they're going to lock my ass up for some kind of stupid. You cannot confirm nor deny, eh? Well, see, that's because you're in Vegas, Vinny, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Don't you know? That would be one hell of a feat, though. To swim across. I mean, I like to swim. But I don't know that I want to try that one. Not exactly, something that I, Nope. Kind of a wussy, I guess. Okay, let me see. What do I have over here? I will do this one because it looks like. What the hey? It's the bee is swimming through the air. Does that work? Works for me. Okay, did I put that over there? I did put it over there. Okay. Now, see, that's right, Moosey. Deny everything. Oh, that's true. That's true. And I have walked across the dam, Grammy, with my chillin', and my youngest daughter kind of gave me a heart attack because, they were little at the time, and she decided that she would lean way out over the railing, and holy moly, let me tell you, there was some butt puckering going on I was very concerned. Thankfully, my cat-like mom reflexes kicked in, and I grabbed her. Because she was really getting ready to climb over the frickin' railing. It's like, what? Hey. Damn kids. Oh, well. And now she's here, and now she's married, and now I have a grandbaby. Yay! Another one. Okay. Now, speaking of making a profit off of things that you can put into your own system, you should be able to, because it's your body, what you do with it, as long as nobody else is getting harmed. In any case, from worldtruth.tv, Monsanto and Bayer, ass of the world, are maneuvering to take over the cannabis industry. No, really? It's been rumored for years that Monsanto plans to take over the cannabis industry with genetic engineering, just as they've taken over the corn and soy industries. Oh, you did? That's awesome, Graham. If you walked halfway across and then you walked back, then you walked the whole dam. Just saying. How cool. Okay. Where am I at? Okay, although they have always denied having any intentions to do so. Deny. There you go, Moosey. See, they're denying everything too. At this point, it's unlikely that anybody really believes them. Yeah. Not even the people that work for them believe the bullshit anymore. In contrast, many of in the cannabis sphere are prepared to resist any kind of GMO takeover of marijuana by Monsanto or any of their cohorts. Evidence is mounting, though, which points strongly to the notion that Monsanto does indeed plan to take control of the cannabis plant, and it doesn't look good for medical users or anyone planning on getting into the industry, because if you control the weed... Oh, there's the wind. Here comes the wind. Yeehaw. Don't be surprised if I cut out. Just putting that out there because, the wind's picking up. Okay. Former Nazi collaborator Bayer buys out Monsanto for $66 billion. Yeah, you might remember hearing about that back in September of last year. Was it last year? The largest pharmaceutical company in the world made a deal to buy out Monsanto for $66 billion. Although Monsanto voted the most evil company in the world in 2013, and its reputation has continued to fall since, Bayer still went ahead with the buyout. Why? Because they're evil too. A merger between these two companies is unsurprising, as though they both have long histories of involvement with Nazism and chemical weapons like Agent Orange, which have devastated Vietnam since the war. In fact, Bayer pain in the ass of the world, began as a break-off company of the famous IG Farben, which produced the chemical weapons used on the Jews during the Nazi reign. After the war, Farben was forced to break up into several companies, including BASF. Yeah, I keep hearing about BASF, and I keep thinking that I'm going to research it to see what kind of things they make. And then I go, nah, I just don't want to have nothing to do with them, which basically means I need to research what all they make so I can stay away from whatever the hell they do. Also, Host and Bayer. Those were the three companies that it broke up into. Soon after the Nuremberg trial, 24 Farben executives were sent to prison for crimes against humanity. However, in a matter of just 7 years, each of them was released and began filling high positions in each of the former Farben companies, and many of them began working for the Russian, British, and American governments through a joint intelligence venture called Operation Paperclip. If you paperclip it all together, assholes. IG stands for Association of Common Interests, and the IG Farben cartel, including BASF, Bayer, and Host, and other German chemical and pharmaceutical companies. As documents show, IG Farben was initially involved with the human experimental atrocities committed by Mengele at Auschwitz, because somebody's got to make the fun stuff that he used on people, don't you know? A German watchdog organization, the GBG network, maintains copious documents and tracks Bayer Pharmaceuticals' activities. After all these years, Bayer is now richer and more powerful than their predecessor. Imagine that. And apparently, Monsanto and Miracle-Gro have intimate business ties. I am so glad I no longer use Miracle-Gro, too. According to the Big Buds magazine, Monsanto and Scott's Miracle-Gro have a deep business partnership. Yay. And plan on taking over the cannabis industry. Hawthorne, a front group for Scott's, has already purchased 3 of the major cannabis growing companies, General Hydroponics, Botanicare, and Gavita. You know what? Independence, people. It's like farmers, small independent farmers will do so much better. Don't fall for the bullshit of you got to go big or go home. Small independent farmers, take care of yourself. Many other hydroponics companies have also reported attempted buyouts by Hawthorne. Give them the single finger salute, that's what I say. They want to bypass hydroponics retail sales. When we said that we won't get in bed with them, they said, well, we could just buy your whole company like we did with Gavita and do whatever we want. Hydroponics lighting was from a hydroponics lighting representative. Aha. Jim Hagedorn, CEO of Scott's Miracle Grow, has even said that he plans to invest like $500 million in taking over the pot business. It's the biggest thing I've ever seen in lawn and garden. Yeah, imagine that. He also has invested in companies such as Leaf, which grows cannabis in an electronically regulated indoor terrarium accessible via smartphone. It is logical that Bayer, being the parent company, would work together with Monsanto in order to share secrets which would advance mutual business. Many people in the cannabis industry have warned about this, including Michael Stromatis. Sorry if I butchered that, Michael. Who is the founder and owner of Advanced Nutrients. Monsanto and Bayer share information about genetically modified crops, he says. Bayer partners with GW Pharmaceuticals, which grows its own proprietary marijuana genetics, so it's logical to conclude that Monsanto and Bayer want to create GMO marijuana. So in conclusion, it is possible that Bayer and Monsanto could create a monopoly on marijuana seeds in the same way that they have created a monopoly on corn and soy. Although there are farmers out here that are finding seeds that are not Roundup ready, not genetically modified, and they are starting to grow those instead of the Roundup ready GMO shit. And they have signs all the way around the property. Not herbicide tolerant. That's how you know when they're non-GMO. At least out in this neck of the woods. Through immense corporate power and the enforcement of international patent law, these corporations could place themselves in a position to control total control over cannabis as a medicine, as well as for recreational use, by using the same model as they do for food crops that they control. You know, they're getting their pee-pee slapped into the dirt for some of that stuff, though. People are starting to fight back. And I think they all need to go douche. It would be so funny if they go douche and they take all of those little mouthpieces in D.C. with them. Goes on to say, but not all hope is lost. There is still a chance to fight back against the Bayer-Monsanto monopoly by boycotting genetically engineered products, Miracle Grow and other Scott's brand products, Bayer Pharmaceuticals, and companies that do business with any of these. You could even store seeds if you live in an area where it is legal to grow your own, while supporting hydroponics and nutrient companies that don't do business with these corporate behemoths. Corporations and people with hundreds of billions of dollars know marijuana is a miracle plant, and they want to come in and steal our plants, our seeds, and our industry from us, and we must stop them. So, this was originally posted on Waking Times. I'm going to go ahead and get this shared, because, yeah, we don't want them nasty-ass You used to buy BASF. Oh. See, and that's the only thing I have seen of a cannabis sphere. That would be kind of cool to live there. Although, I would be probably the perfect person to maintain something like that, because if I get a contact high or a secondhand high off of it, that's fine. But if I sit there and do a little token, it knocks my ass out. Doesn't make a shitting bit of difference what strain it is. I've tried several. Don't ask me the names, because I don't remember, because, well, they knocked my ass out. So, I have a little vape thingy that when I cannot sleep, that's my go-to. But other than that, I just plain, if y'all want to, and if it works great for you, and if you have a good time with it and all that fun shit, hey, go for it. But yeah, me, I just go to sleep after eating half a bag of Doritos. And the only reason it's half a bag is because I probably fall asleep halfway through the bag. So, there you go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share this bad boy as well, because we do not want GMO. Not at all. I don't want genetically modified anything. And the reason that they say genetically modified, it's one of those little let's see. A lot of people take it to mean one thing when actually it means something entirely different. Like hybrids, when you cross-pollinate or you splice one plant with another one to see what you can come up with, that is also genetic modification. Hybridization. But what they're doing is taking it to the dark side. So they have taken a perfectly good process and made it vile. Made it work for themselves at the expense of everyone else. But yeah, we just do not wish to go there. Oh, Boppy's going to Colorado. Woo woo! Yes, sweetie, you want to go before it gets too cold. Although from what I've been seeing, it's a little on the warmish side out in Colorado as well. So you got a little time to head out there, hun. Okay, we need some puff passing going on while I'm sharing this article over on the effing site. 'Cause it's so effing awesome. Okay, I think I'll put that over here in the corner pocket as well. Just because. I forgot to tell them that I was live over there. Sheet balls. Damn it. He who writes on bathroom walls rolls his shit in little balls. He who reads those words of wit eats those little balls of shit. I saw that on a bathroom wall, by the way. Vinny, honey, you are just so fun. Dun, dun, dun. Vinny is a shameless self-promoter. You go, sweetheart. Keep doing your thing. Nobody does it like Vinny does. That's for damn sure. Okay. Where are you tonight? I know I was going to go somewhere else. Oh, I know. Here we go. You know how... this one I also found over on Twitter. You know how, people used to joke around saying that, oh, they're just the milkman's kid or they're just the postman's kid. Which, round our house, that was always quite the funny joke because my dad worked at the post office And he used to drive out to the farm that was just north of town, minimum of twice a week, to get 4 gallons of milk. So he was also the milkman. So, if we had, which I do have, let's see, 3 siblings that when they were younger, they had lighter hair. The rest of us all have, and their hair is lighter now, but it's the silvery kind of lighter. But, we always used to say, oh, those are the milkman's kids, or those are the postman's kids, that kind of thing. Well, literally they were. But over here on World Truth TV, DNA tests prove that a retired postman has over 1,300 illegitimate children. Holy smokes, he was delivering the mail. He was a busy postman. An 87-year-old former postman has been proven to have fathered over 1,300 illegitimate children after a private investigator hired by a Tennessee family discovered the shocking truth. The investigation has gathered thousands of DNA samples and testimonies over a 15-year period, ultimately proves the man is the father of literally thousands of illegitimate children in the region. Apparently, contraception wasn't very popular in those days, he told the local reporters in his defense. Yeah. And, well, postman, once he sticks it in the slot, he doesn't pull it out. Well, he just don't pull out. It's got to be delivered. He's got to deliver his package. He said, I have nothing to be ashamed of. The 60s were good old days, and I did a great Johnny Cash impression, which played out really good with the ladies. Some even thought I was Johnny Cash for real. I don't know if they really believed it or if they were just trying to convince themselves, but who was I to say no to a quickie? Yeah, shameless hussy. Apparently, the private investigator, Sid Roy, never could have imagined a simple gig would end up with 15-year quest for the truth. It all started in 2001 when 2 different men that had nothing to do with each other hired me to find their biological father. I was astounded after further investigation to realize that they both originated from the same person. That's when the mystery started unraveling, and it became a personal mission of mine. Whenever I had some free time, I'd try to track down other testimonies. Eventually, DNA testing became really cheap and easy to use, and it helped me to gather a lot of information in the latest years. The private investigator says the children of the old man don't intend to pursue any lawsuit against him, which that's a good thing, because, man, he's frickin' worn out. Most people who are aware of the truth don't want this information to get out and have given anonymous testimonies, he says. The truth unleashed could break up hundreds or more families, and that's definitely not the point of all these years of research. All I know is that most people are glad to know the truth and don't bear any grudge against the old man. I guess it was a more common practice in those days, he acknowledges, which, people say that, yeah, kids are getting promiscuous earlier, I think, than what they did back when my mom was in school. But my mother said that there were 6 girls in her graduating class that did not graduate because they were pregnant. So, and that's actually more than there was girls in my graduating class that got pregnant in high school. So, It's like, dang. Y'all may not have been talking about it, but that didn't mean you weren't doing it. Although the DNA testimony or testing and testimonies point out over 1,300 illegitimate children fathered by a retired postman, Sid Roy believes that there could be many more. I've spent 15 years of my own personal time into this, and I think it's enough. But my research clearly shows there could be many more children. Although he declined to comment as if the numbers were in the hundreds or thousands more, which I'm still thinking, dang, dude. That's like rock star status. Wouldn't you say? Ooh, I see lightning outside. So, yes, Vinny, he was busy putting it in the slot. Al Gore doesn't have any rhythm, Vinny. Okay. That's like a busy feller there. He was posting and delivering packages. Little did anyone know. Okay. This is like, whoa, dude. Seriously? Va-va-voom. Okay. And let's go see. I'm going to refresh this over here. Put this one over here as well. And I have one more to check out that I found on either Twitter or other sites whilst I was getting ready this evening. And it is also from worldtruth.tv. Did you know that according to the Catholic Church, women are to blame for pedophile priests? Because, well, you know, and it's just like these, those that are, believe that it's women's fault that they get raped because, well, you know, the man just couldn't control himself and all that other fun shit. And I saw this over on Twitter, and I shared it. And my little comment was, so how's that whole two heads are better than one thing working out for you? Because I'm thinking y'all are doing all of your thinking with the wrong head. And, you know, this basically says that they are powerless to the womanly wiles. Women control them. That's what they're admitting to. You know, they think they're casting blame on women, when actually they are saying women control our sexual urges. Really? You have no control over that whatsoever, Mr. Ami ass munch. Apparently, one of the Catholic Church's high-ranking clerics has spoken out about the problems facing Catholicism today, and in particular the epidemic of pedophilia, claiming that women are the root cause. Because, well, you know, if women would put out more for priests, but oh, wait a minute, y'all took a oath of celibacy. Celibacy means you don't be dipping your wick anywhere. And not even in the palm of your hand, hun. So, obviously, when you take an oath, it don't mean doodly squat to you. According to Pope Francis's former competitor for the role of Vatican's leader, Cardinal Raymond Burke, the rampant crisis of pedophile priests was brought on by women who feminized the church and discouraged manly men from participating in clerical life. Oh, okay, so that would just reduce the or make the numbers look a little bit better when you averaged it out if you had manly men. If y'all didn't have this whole thing of you're supposed to be celibate, maybe you wouldn't be having these problems. But no, some pope way back in the beyonder decided that y'all, in order to be holy, without the W, from woman, without the, if you wanted to be truly holy, you couldn't, you couldn't be dipping in someone else's holy, if you know what I mean. Serving Mass is a manly job, argues the Irish American cardinal, as he claims that the participation of women and girls into the daily life of the church has a chilling effect on priests, causing them to turn to immoral and unpriestly vocations such as abusing minors. So either it's women luring the manly men away from the priesthood and thereby having effeminate men. Really? Once again, I say to you, you are basically putting out there that you cannot control yourself because women control all of your sexual urges. Or women are more powerful than men because they control men's sexual urges, as if men don't have a functioning brain to control it themselves. Once again, doing your thinking with the wrong head. Apparently speaking to a group called the New Evangelization. Really? Burke claims that introducing altar girls changes the dynamic between priests and altar boys. Oh, hell yeah. Because now you're no longer homosexual pedophiles. Now you can go cross the gambit. No, it doesn't explain it, Mary B. Not one damn bit. They have urges, don't you know? And, well, seeing all of these ever so womanly women out there, and they know they ain't got a chance with them, so what do? They pick on children who cannot fight back or who are afraid to speak out. That's what those sick bastards do. Doesn't make a shitting bit of difference if you're a priest or what. When you pick on children like that, it's because they are more controllable. You can threaten them easier. You can mind fuck them easier along with the other. Apparently young boys don't want to do things with girls, so it's just natural. Oh, really? Really? Huh. I don't know of too many young boys that don't want to do things with girls. Apparently it requires a certain manly discipline to serve as an altar boy in service at the side of priests. And most priests have their first deep experience of the liturgy as altar boys. Wow! 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 Deep experiences. Liturgy, is that what y'all are calling it these days? Wow. If we're not training young men as altar boys, yeah, that's what you call it, training them. Yeah, sick bastards. Giving them an experience of serving God in the liturgy. Okay, just because when you reach that moment and you scream out, "Oh God," that doesn't mean that they are serving God, you asshole. Oh, and we should not be surprised that vocations have fallen dramatically. most of the reason that vocations have fallen dramatically is because y'all are a bunch of sick fucks that keep covering for each other. And y'all refuse to admit it and to do something to correct it. It's so much easier if you blame everyone else. Remember, every time you point a finger of blame at someone else, you get 3 more fingers pointing right back at you. Apparently, Irish Central reports that so it's not the international abuse crisis that has most led men to reconsider joining the church. It's girl cooties and feminism. Yeah, girl cooties. The radical feminism, which has assaulted the church and society since the 1960s, has left men very marginalized, said the cardinal. And a member of one of the oldest and most enduring men's groups on earth. Yeah, the priesthood. The Catholic priesthood. Y'all are sick fucks. Every one of you. Because if you are not partaking of those carnal, as you would call them, delights, not necessarily what the altar boys are calling them, but what you would call delights. Sick bastards. Apart from the priests, the sanctuary has become full of women. The activities in the parish and even the liturgy have been influenced by women and have become so feminine in many places that men do not want to get involved. That's your story and you're sticking to it. But you know what? I'll bet you if you check a lot of other Christian faiths where women are allowed to be pastors or reverends or whatever you wish to call them, I'll bet you don't have as high a pedophile rates. I'm just throwing that out there. I can't swear to that, but I'm just throwing that out there. So it makes me think, no. That's not washing, darling. You're doing a very piss poor job of covering your own ass. Why don't you just grab your ankles and let someone else service you and leave the altar boys alone? Apparently, not only do boys not want to share altar time with girls, they resent how much better girls do their jobs, apparently. Oh, okay, so since the girls are doing a better job, it must be their fault that boys, yeah. Okay, step it up, darling. If someone else is doing a better job than you and you want to be treated equally, step it up. The girls were also very good at altar service. That has a whole new meaning after this article. So many boys drifted away over time. Yes, they did, because, well, you know, boys don't like to be cornholioed, you asses. I want to emphasize that the practice of having exclusively boys as altar servers has nothing to do with inequality of women in the church. Yeah. Women are to clean the church. And the altar boys are to service the priests. I know how you sick bastards are. There you go again, girls, breaking into places where you don't belong and doing a better job of it. Have you no shame? Apparently not. Actually, what you ladies did wasn't just invasive, it was terrible. As Burke underlines, there was a period of time when men who were feminized and confused about their own sexual identity had entered the priesthood. Sadly, some of these disordered men sexually abused minors. It's a terrible tragedy for which the church mourns. It's not going to do anything other than point fingers at women. Because, you know, the church has been pretty much bashing women since, like, forever. I mean, criminy Christmas, Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. For how long? Just because Jesus kind of sort of liked her? Oh, well, we can't have that. She's got to be a prostitute. And you know, that mentality continues to this day. You know, there are menfolk out there that they don't like what you do, or they don't like that you're kind of sort of maybe thought of as someone that's a very good partner, if you will, in some kind of business venture or whatever it is you're doing, and all of a sudden you slept your way to the top. Doesn't make a shit bit of difference that you may still be a virgin, or that you just made sure you kept your legs crossed, or that you are happily married and you would not step outside of that marriage. You slept your way to the top. Why? Because they're jealous little bastards, and they just plain can't deal with the fact that a girl is better than me. Well, no, it's not a girl that's better than you. It's another individual that's performing their job better than you are, because you're busy looking at what everybody else is doing instead of paying attention to what you're doing. So there you have it. It was the feminists with their feminizing that was the real engine of the molestation crisis. Let's see, how far back does that molestation crisis go? I think it goes way back pre-feminism. Yeah, I think it does. I'm sure that you're reading this and having an aha moment. Yeah, one of those Acme light bulb moments. So who could disagree? I mean, really, how can you disagree with that logic? Burke, it should be emphasized, is not calling for complementary roles to be performed by both sexes in the life of the church, comforting to their sex. No. He's simply calling for the removal of all female influence because it leads men astray and tarnishes and ruins things. Where else have we heard that mindset? Huh? Oh, let's see, radical Islam and the imams who are saying that women, it's because of them that men are unfaithful. Well, you know, I have a couple of my coworkers have shown me video that I really didn't want to see, but it was stuff that was captured by Air Force pilots, Army pilots that were flying over doing missions, and video, getting the videotape of individuals that lived over in the Arabic countries and sharing a sheep. Obviously, those sheep with their fluffy wool was just entirely too much for those guys to handle. They could no longer control their urges. Same thing. Women with their womanly wiles. Oh, a woman's eyes can make a man go insane. Why is that the only part of the body then that's able to be seen in some of those countries? In public, at least. If it's the eyes that lead you astray. How's about y'all start taking responsibility for your own urges? Huh? Voice of the family. Yeah, Cardinal Burke. Go away, you bother me. Oh, wow. All leaves are gone. What? Oh. I would believe that, trust no one, over there in the Virgin Isles. For orange juice, yeah, I would believe that, Grimmy. Grimmy just shared a tweet that you're going to pay a lot more for orange juice because of Florida's citrus industry. There was also something on the Essential Oils University site due to weather conditions and, let's see. I'm going to have to find that link now. Oh, thank you, Kate, for sharing that. I am so glad. Sock Puppet's generator repaired but developed a gas leak. Another dark, hot night, it seems. Got a load of ice, though. Ah, cool. Damn it, Sock. Irma fucked you proper, huh? Darn it, hon. I'm still sending supportive. I know it doesn't sound like it's doing a whole hell of a lot, but you know, if you keep sending supportive vibes, and that puts that, you put, my belief is that puts more supportive energy into the cosmos, into the universe, and shit. Damn it. Oh. Okay. Home Depot has AC. I would be hanging out there too. Yes, I would. Dang it, Sock. I love you, hun. You be careful. Son bitch. I wondered if maybe he didn't get buggered pretty good with as quiet as things have been on the sock puppet front. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, I'm going to share this link elsewhere just because it's like, you ami bastards. What is it with these supposedly religious individuals? Of course, they're religious, they're not spiritual. There is a big difference there. Apparently, religious tends to blame someone else, even if it's just the devil made me do it. Whereas spiritual people are willing to take responsibility for their own words and deeds. Captain Asholio is on the loose in the Catholic Church. Dumbass. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. Damn it all, anyway. I pushed the wrong button. I know that shocks you guys. Do this one. There you go. Okay. Okay. What's this? I will... There you go, Grim. I like that meme. Will you sign my petition demanding new shackles? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Because I like being chained up. Oh, Amazon is deleting. Amazon. Naughty, naughty, naughty. It's a shitty book. Well, it was written by Shitlery. I, for one, will not purchase one simply because I do not want her to benefit from me any more than she already has. Oh, love you, Mary B. You be careful, sweetheart. Wow. Thanks for that update, Trust No One. Said South Florida might be a while longer. Guess they sent most of the power workers to the Keys, which... Yeah, well, that kind of sort of makes sense. You know, you start at the end and work your way up. What is that? Woman shoots homeless man who asked her to move Porsche. What? A policewoman. Is that what that says? Or is it just a woman? Just a woman. Oh, look at you, hon. In Nashville. Huh. A woman is charged with attempted murder after she shot a homeless man who asked her to move her Porsche SUV from near his bed for the night. Well, duh. I mean, that's only the courteous thing to do. Apparently, the aspiring singer-songwriter, Katie Quackenbush, 26. Well, Katie, now what are you going to be aspiring to? She was arrested Monday in connection with the August 26th shooting which critically injured a victim, the Nashville Metro Police officials said. The victim, Gerald Melton, 54, remained hospitalized in stable condition Tuesday at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Police officials said that the investigation showed that Melton was trying to sleep on the sidewalk on 19th Avenue South near Music Row around 3 a.m. on the 26th when he was disturbed by exhaust fumes and loud music coming from the Porsche SUV that Quackenbush had parked nearby. When Melton asked her to move the vehicle, they began arguing. Melton told investigators that he started walking back to where he was trying to sleep. Quackenbush is accused of getting out of the SUV with a gun and, as the argument continued, firing 2 shots at Melton, hitting him in the abdomen. She then allegedly got back in the vehicle and fled. Oh, well, sweetie. You know like Quackenbush, Melton is a skilled singer and guitarist. With Sharon Corbett House, who tried to help Melton get off the street when she discovered how talented he is. And a YouTube video shows Melton, who also goes by the name of Doug Melton, strumming guitar and singing. Ah, there he is. Quackenbush, who goes by the stage name Katie Lane, let's see, and she has a song called Outlaw Love. She appears to speak to the public about the shooting in a blurb below in a video. Media lies. So many facts about the case not being shown on media, the blurb reads. Instead of judging, how about you look into more information? I'm not a bad person, okay? Her father is a prominent defense attorney. Ha, shock, shock. And apparently he says that the police have only told part of the story. Well, possibly. You know, things are always put out there in order to get people to thinking one way or t'other. It's been self-defense since day one, and the police have known this. Ah. Are there any other witnesses? Oh, she gave a warning shot. Well, okay, if you give a warning shot and you hit someone in the abdomen, that's not much of a warning shot. Just saying. Thanks, Grim. Yep. I got flickeries going on here. Yes, Bobby, he is one crazy feller. Hi, TD. I see you, sweetie. How's things in your world? I hope they're going quite well. You know, the only kind of gun control I am for is for people controlling what they do with a gun. And if you don't intend to shoot someone, don't point it at them. Dumbass. That's called gun control. Oy. Yeah. Oy. Idiots, idiots, idiots. Oh, Grammy, which one do I want it there? I'll just use that one. Okay. Make sure, yep, I'm still... I had to check, because I got things flickering. Ow! Ow! Ow, dang it all. Okay. Yes, she is just a dumb woman. And yes, Grimmy, she did move the vehicle. Oh, dang, Kate. Two ring shank nails in his foot. Sunny beaches. Man. Sock, honey. You need to be careful, careful, careful. Damn it all. Okay. I suppose I probably ought to go check out the pig. See what happened this date in history. 'Cause I just love them crazy piggy guys. And I needed a drink. So, the word of the day is touch and go, which is once again, guys, a phrase. A phrase. It's a euphemism for a favorite tactic employed by Japan's infamous train riding horn dogs who take unwarranted liberties with female passengers. Oh, touch and go. Well, unfortunately, that's not what them priests do. They don't just touch and go. They just keep going and going and going. Assholes. Okay, not all priests are like that, but yeah, don't be blaming it on someone else when you're the one that's doing the poking. In the quotable quotes section, Henry Ford started the 40-hour work week at his company before labor unions existed. Ford also believed his workers should make enough money to buy a car, so he raised their wages. Yes, and do you know why? Because that way he could move more product, and best advertising scheme in the world, cheapest advertising scheme in the world. Duh. Ford hated waste, and when he saw huge piles of scrap wood for making cars, he assembled a team to come up with a solution. They come up with a product called charcoal briquettes. Ford opened a factory near the town of Kingsford, Michigan, to make them. Since then, outdoor grilling has become an American institution. Thank you, Pigster Ronbo. I wonder, is that true? Yes. How cool is that? I hear you, Jehovah, doing the rumble bumbles out there. Okay. What is this? Okay. If you take down every statue on the continent, slavery and American Civil War will still have happened. True. If you have minimum wage skills now, taking down statues won't change that. True. If you're up to your ass in college loan debt, taking down statues won't change that. True. The nation will still be $20 trillion in debt. We will still be in a global economy. North Korea will still be run by a lunatic who wants you dead. No, honey, how do you know he wants you dead? Or is that just what the lamestream corporate-ass propaganda system wants you to believe? Radical Islamists still want you dead. You know, there's an awful lot of radical people out there everywhere, and they don't necessarily wear a certain colored badge that want you dead because they're radical or crazy fucks. Which, you know, just slap a badge on it, and you can paint everybody that way. People who hate you now will still hate you, perhaps even more. Yup, probably. Soros, Dangleberry, and the Clintons will still be sleazy and corrupt, and you'll still be a puppet for them. Truth. The Department of Education will still not have educated anyone because it is the Department of Education. There will still be only two genders, XX and XY, although my brother Dammy Balls did explain to me that are technically five or six. I don't remember now. Whatever. But there's like an XXY and there's a I don't know, but the other ones most of the time are either sterile or don't live to be even born, And if they do live to be born, then they don't live past 5 years old, for the most part, generally. So, they're flukes. Hillary still will not, or will still not have won the 2016 selection, and Bernie will still be a communist charlatan. There will still be opposing views outside your safe spaces. You'll still be accountable for your own choices, and the world will still owe you zip, zilch, nada, nothing. Oh, and Donald J. Trump will still be popo of the day until they decide he's no longer useful, and then they will remove him. I hear you, Jehovah. Okay, so this date in history. The 13th of September, 1847. General Winfield Scott captures Mexico City, looks around and wonders why. Yeah. Tacos. Obviously it was tacos. And finally, this date in history, the 13th of September, 1899. Big Apple denizen Henry Bliss is first to die from an automobile accident. Oh, Henry. Well, life wasn't blissful, was it? But you did get to go down in history, so there you go, Henry. Okay, let's see. What's going on? What? That's true, Grimmy. Going after people that used to do it doesn't make it any better. Yes, Grimmy, they need to arrest the people that are rigging the market now, but you know what? They're not going to do that because those people are still making money for them. So, you know, once they step out of the game and stop making money for them, then they'll go, oh, no, we can't have you just running around like that anymore. You're not making us money. You must suffer. Agreed, Frumpy. The Martha Stewart thing was a joke. A very bad joke, but a joke nonetheless. And now they're profiting off that because they got her doing a show with Snoop Doggy Dogg. Ugh. Wow. People are frickin' nuts. Okay. Thank you, TD. Oh, that's awesome, hon. How cool. I love that, sweetie. TD just shared the most awesomest gift. Sweet. Okay. Let me, just a sec. There we go. We'll do that one. And we'll do, which one? Yeah, this one. There. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God, Donna, seriously? Ew. That's gross. Okay, let me see. Okay. Licensing liberty. No state shall convert a liberty into a license and charge a fee therefor. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. If the state converts a right or liberty into a privilege, the citizen can ignore the license and fee and engage in the right/liberty with impunity. This is Shuttleworth versus City of Birmingham, Alabama. And yet, we have bicycle licenses, dog licenses, fishing licenses, driver's licenses, license plates for your car. Wow. Yeah. Guess what? Apparently, I should pay closer attention to some of this shit. Huh. I'm going to have to go ahead and share that one too. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, David Standing Oak. Okay. I'm going to go look in my pocket, see if I've got anything way cool. Okay. This is from Breitbart.com. Then I think, yeah, because the bada bing and the bada booms are getting a little bit closer, and I really don't care to have my computer fried. So I'm probably going to get out of here a little bit early tonight. From Breitbart.com, federal government grants $138,000 for a study on gender identity of children. Your tax dollars at work. That's what they tell you. It's not really your tax dollars at work, but that's what they tell you. So the University of Washington has received a $138,000 grant, which is not even a sliver of a penny compared to the rest of the federal spending. But this is from the federal government to study gender identity of 4 to 6-year-old children. They are 4 to 6-year-old children. They cross-dress all the time because they're 4 to 6-year-old children, and they do an awful lot of play acting. It's what children do. The study, which will be conducted over 200 4 to 6-year-olds, will explore themes of gender identity and socialization. The grant claims that researchers will use the funds to explore the internal sense of gender of the study's subjects. Yeah, they're not going to try and sway that in any way, shape, or form. Prominent theories of gender development have discussed the degrees to which gender identity results from an internal sense of gender and socialization processes. This is according to the grant. However, tests of these theories have been limited because for most children, internal gender identity and environmental socialization substantially overlap, rendering it impossible to distinguish the relative impact of each factor on gender development. So why are you giving them money to test this or look into it? Why not just let children be children? Goes on to say the study is being conducted to explore the wider range of gender experiences taking place in the United States today. In other words, distraction, get you to look over here because we don't want you to pay attention to the fact that we are molding your child subtly. The research will be conducted primarily by Christina Olson and Selin Gulgaz, however you say that, of the University of Washington, who work with the university's Trans Youth Project. Oh, there's not going to be any molding or subtle swaying going on there, is there? Apparently that's an organization that does research into the experiences of transgender youth. No, we're not going to subtly or bully, not so subtly, help your children form opinions. According to the grant document, the project will examine not only children, but the parents of children as well. Likely so that researchers can obtain a better grasp of how each individual child's subject has been socialized. Subject. Child subject. They just made them an object as opposed to an individual. The project will involve asking 250 4 to 6-year-olds and their parents to complete a battery of measures assessing early and current gender socialization, children's internal sense of gender identity, children's gendered behavior, i.e. preferences for gender-type toys, and measures of related gender cognition, such as memory for gender consistent versus inconsistent behaviors. The grant reads that these measures will allow the researchers to examine the relative contributions of internal gender identity and socialization and ultimately provide a more comprehensive theory accounting for early gender development. Now, I for one know that my granddaughter, we called her Tonka Tot for quite a few years there because she liked her Tonka trucks. She liked her Tonka toys. And that child would run hell-bent for election. And if she ran into something, she would fall down, bounce back up, and get after the running again. She was a Tonka Tot. That's why little girls are called tomboys. It's not a bad thing to be a tomboy. It's not a bad thing for little brothers to play house with their sisters. It happens when you have siblings. Beavers, what the hell y'all talking about? I see you over here. Okay. I'm checking Buckminster Fuller Institute. Oh, yeah. I'm catching up on the chat here, and Grimmy says that with no running water since the power is out, the swimming pools would not be. Ew. Ew. I had to scroll up quite a bit. Yeah, it is a pretty small grant, but oh, there you go, Grimmy. See, I would do that kind of a study for $138,000. So, do you play with trucks or Legos or dolls or coloring books or... Yeah. I mean, I would get a little bit more in depth, and I would want to know what toys they play with, because, if it's a toy that I don't have, I may have to go check it out in the toy aisle. And if I don't like it, then I won't buy it. Excuse me. Okay. What's that? Okay. So, I'll put this over here on this effing site as well. Dum, 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 dum. See, and I think, sometimes I think that they put these articles out there and they do this just to get people tweaked. Get them pissed and go, seriously, you're doing that with our tax dollars? Okay, number one, it's not our tax dollars. Our tax dollars are paying off the interest on the debt. Is the debt real? No, it's just digits on a computer screen. But it's something to get the rest of the people to go, hey, I will let you take my money that I work so hard for, and you can go ahead and give it to those people that are charging us money for using imaginary money. Yeah, there you go. Sounds like one hell of a plan. Not interested. Okay. So where else do I have? Let me check. One more. I haven't been to Oopie for a while. Do we have any more? I remember seeing a meme the other day about Jose, and Jose has toned down just a wee bit. But the meme I saw was, "Go home, Jose, you're drunk," because Jose was doing an awful lot of spinning and getting weaker and weaker the more he spun. Let's see. Okay. Them they're Germans. Ha 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 ha. What? Okay. I'm trying to find. Oh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We'll do this one. So, this is over on Oopie. A $200,000 lottery winner plays same numbers again and wins $100,000. Well, there you go. You know, if it works, stick with it, right? I mean, that's what the leeches at B have been doing. A man who won $200,000 playing the Connecticut Lottery's Keno game won a second prize of $100,000 by playing the exact same numbers. Mark Roy, who became the largest Keno winner in the state's history when he won the $200,000 from the game by matching all 7 numbers with a 4x multiplier last year, said he played the exact same numbers at the same retailer, the Gatehouse Tavern in Groton, and again matched all 7 digits. Roy's more recent game included a 2x multiplier, earning him $100,000. The numbers, they all mean something to me. They're all family birthday numbers, and I'm just ecstatic. I had a feeling. Thursday I got up and said something good is going to happen today. And Roy said he plans to use his latest winnings to book a vacation. There you go. I feel so happy. There's money in the bank. I have a great job. I feel blessed with family and friends. And you know, that's, if you see life as a blessing, even the not so fun things that you go through, but if you see them as a lesson and a blessing, you start to get a really positive outlook on life. And as you develop a positive outlook on life, more positive things will happen. As you put out into the universe, so you receive. It's a karmic law. It is you can call it karmic law, you can call it universal law of attraction, you can call it whatever, but what you put out, you get back. So, what is that? Okay. Power phone cable all above ground. Yeah, that's the way mine is too, Grimmy. All of mine's above ground. In town, it was all below ground. But here, it's above ground. This too shall change. Okay, you know what? I am close to the end, and I'm going to go ahead and just get out of here. Seeing as how I have some rather inclement weather. And I guess I will be back on Friday. Y'all been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair, and thankfully the weather has not taken me out this evening, although the sky looks a very pretty purple right now. It's a pale purple, but it's a very pretty purple, and I know we got more coming at us from Colorado. So thank y'all for listening in on this Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. I am going to be a chicken and cut out just a little bit earlier so I can save my computer from getting fried from electricity and all that fun shit. And, you know, wearing headphones when that happens is not exactly something I look forward to doing. I really don't want to have a permanent afro, if you know what I mean, or at least what's left of it be permanent curly. So, thanks y'all for listening in on this Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. I will be back on Friday for the Freak Friday edition of the Rocket Chair, and I will be around for the Dork Table on Saturday, but I will be cutting out directly following the Dork Table on Saturday because I got mama things, as in for my mama, things to do. So, y'all have an absolutely awesome rest of your evening. Please keep sending love and support and positive energy to everybody out there. Just put it out into the universe. Okay? And if you know somebody that needs help, help them. You know, especially if you are able to. Random acts of kindness are absolutely awesome, and that's what we need more of in this world. So go out there and just randomly care about something. You only have to do it once a day. You know, if that's over your limit, sorry, but you know, it wouldn't hurt you none, I don't think. Go out there and be randomly kind to people. You'd be amazed the lives you'll change. Until I see you again.